Journey with Heavenly Minded Home, and Passover is coming up, so I thought today it would be fun to go back to yesteryear and watch one of our first Passover vlogs here on our channel. We're going back to Passover 2019. Come with me, let's see what we were up to. Guys, you know we love sharing about all the things homey, homeschool, homemaker, and really just about God's word and its work in our lives and all of that. And so I'm so glad you guys are here. We have videos that come out every single day, literally every single day. And we're getting ready to do a ton of fun stuff with Passover coming up. It's such an exciting time here in the Lord's New Year and looking at how Christ perfectly fulfilled the spring feasts. And I mean, there's just so much amazing stuff with it. We are also starting a brand new series over in our membership group. That's when you click that little blue join button, starting at just a donation of $5 a month. We are doing some really cool stuff this month, digging into just the depth of God's redemption plan through Christ. And I'm so excited for this. It's going to be focused for the entire family to partake in and really just journey through from the beginning, that God always knew his plan was Jesus. And so I'm going to share more with that with you all here today. So be sure to watch till the end or use the chapters down below. So that way you guys can get all the details and you and your family can come over and join us as we study through that redemption plan, the ultimate plan, Jesus. So first, let's go ahead and take a few minutes to watch one of our very first Passover vlogs. Let's get to it. I'm so excited. Look at episode 51. A long time ago. Okay, let's go ahead and watch this. I love going back and watching these videos.
Good morning, guys, and happy Passover.
Look at Bumpy.
Somebody,
she's so little.
Struck again. We were up at 2 o'clock this morning. Yeah. So,
those of you who've been around for a minute, you remember these. Olivia went through this awful period where she would wake up in the middle of the night and be wide awake until like 6-7 o'clock in the morning, and then all the other kids would be waking up, and so I was living off of no sleep there for a while. Oh my gosh. So our vlogs would usually start like in the pitch black darkness as I'm just wide awake with Olivia, who's just living her best life. That was a fun period that I'm glad has passed.
Working on a couple hours of sleep here today, but we got up and hung out and listened to Modest Yahoo for a million hours.
Her favorite, always.
Up today. Today is very overcast and thunderstormy, so that's fun. Yay. We've got the lamb in the crock pot. I'll show you guys that, ready to go. Super simple and easy.
I'm pretty sure this was the first year I've ever made lamb, and kids loved it. Turned out great, but I'm pretty sure this was the first year I ever did that.
And then we have to go, Daddy and the girls and I have to go run. We have a little something we're going to go do with the girls. They are getting a little special Daddy time this morning. And then we are going to get home, finish up some just last little cleanings and things like that. And then our friends, Alexis and Travis, and their kiddos will be over to celebrate Passover with us.
Our big Seder all together.
So,
which I'm pretty sure they'll be with us this year too.
This morning, and Lily comes out and she's like, Passover! Yay, it's diaper Passover!
Oh, look at Bumpy!
So we've gotten up this morning, had breakfast, done Bible study together. Again, just really spending time understanding what the timeline was with the accounts of Christ and everything leading up to his death on Passover. And kind of just recounting that with the kids as we kind of go throughout.
It's funny because obviously I'm just now watching this. I haven't watched this since we filmed it 2019. My face looks really weird. There we go. That's really the focus for this, the series we're doing in the membership group. The video footage we're going to be using is literally over in Israel. As we go through all of this, we see the literal places that these things happen. Like, it's so important to know this, to know why Passover matters, or if you celebrate Easter, but like Passover is what it was, and this is why the feasts are there and how they were fulfilled, and how these times are just such a special time of just remembrance. So our kids understanding this is a big deal.
Day and stuff. So that's kind of a neat, interesting little thing to do. Again, just to help connect all the pieces, and it is alive and real. And so to kind of pull that in, I think is really important with the kids, help them understand. Would you stop pulling on my plant?
I still have that plant too.
Is it stuck? Thank you, Rachel. All right, so we are gonna go finish getting ready and have a fun day. Got some stuff to still get done. Not totally there yet, but
usually never ready on
simpler
time.
I make the menu, the easier life is for me. So
Fair point.
not too bad. I'm really excited to try this whole crock pot thing with the lamb, but I'll show that to you guys.
Maybe it's my second year
so
doing a
we've got
lamb
the
thing.
lamb
Is it?
in here.
I don't remember.
Take
Looks
them away.
good.
It's a partial boned leg of lamb.
Our
And then
old
I just
counters,
sprinkled
our old
some
sink.
olive oil on it. And then I put some rosemary, garlic, kosher salt, pepper. That was it. Just kind of sprinkled it in the seasonings, add a little bit of water.
We go in between doing lamb and just like prime rib for Passover. This year I'm excited. We're going to share it all with you guys, but we've got an exciting Seder meal planned with company coming and stuff. So haven't quite figured out my menu yet. Maybe I'll get some ideas.
Water in there to keep it good and hydrated, and we'll let it cook for 7 to 9 hours on low. So leg of lamb is
Oh, I loved that plant pot off to the
fantastic.
side. It got broken. It's always fun going back and seeing my plants back in the day.
It is pouring,
gosh.
huh? Oh yeah. See or hear anything. We totally love storms. Maybe it's because we grew up in the desert of Southern California,
Love
so
them.
anytime anything falls from the sky, we're pretty excited about
That's
it.
fair.
But super stormy. So we're gonna go out though, just have a little date time with Virginia and Lily, and there's something we're looking for, but we're just gonna pop by a couple of the thrift stores since we've been doing the thrift store challenge, trying to get this.
Love doing our thrift store challenge. We challenged ourselves for a year to purchase secondhand from a thrift store before going to a big box store or Amazon or something. And it was great. We loved it.
Stuff that we need from thrift stores instead of big box stores. So we're gonna do that, but have a fun little time with the girls, and then go home. We'll finish up.
We love
the rest of
thrifting.
the
It's one of our
things
favorite
that
things anyways.
finish up the rest of the things that we need to do for Passover. The lamb is cooking. It is starting to smell pretty good.
good.
Lily.
Lamb is Lily's
Passover your
favorite.
We hear the thunder. So
He's so little.
God talking. You hear him. He's out there. I'm just excited that everything is here. There's stuff that has to get finished up, but I feel like I work better under pressure. So when we get back, I'll just kind of slam it out. We'll be done, and then
That's so true. I blame it on ADHD or whatever you want to, but I am one who definitely creates chaos for myself in order to focus and get it done. Totally guilty of that still.
I am ready to just kick in the festivities and enjoying all of the great stuff. So you keep yawning. It's hard to wake up when it's so dark and cloudy. Never seen the sun today. Tired?
It's so little.
All right, so fun little trip with the big girls at thrift stores. I'm gonna show you guys the stuff we found because some of it is going to be for our
Love
Passover
some good
tonight.
thrift finds. Oh my goodness.
I really wanted to find from one of the thrift stores, like just more of like the smaller, daintier wine glasses.
I'm a total sucker for like vintage drinking glasses, like all the different shapes and sizes for certain things. Totally my favorite. I don't know why. I'm not quite too sure, but I love it.
Especially Passover with doing the 4
Yes.
glasses of wine, small glasses of wine. The night is a lot of fun, but it starts to add up if we don't pay attention, and we don't want that. So I have been looking and wanting to find.
I think we made that mistake our first Passover because you go through the 4 cups. There's 4 blessings, right? It's the whole thing. And I remember our first, so yeah, this can't be our first Passover, but our first one we did, I remember we didn't think about it. We just poured like a normal glass of wine, and then we got through the second glass and we're like, oh, this is a horrible idea. Teeny tiny cups of wine. That's what you have to do.
Just something pretty that we could have, especially when we have our Sabbath meal each week and things like Passover.
We love having a pretty communion glasses.
I really wanted to find just, I don't know, something kind of different and special and sweet. And so for 30 cents, I found these
I still have those glasses.
That I thought were so pretty. They've actually got a pretty heavy
it's like a heavy crystal stem.
They're pretty nice. So I think we spent $1.50.
30 cents, that's what's up.
For everyone. And then
the kids screaming in the background.
I'm a florist by trade. As much as I love that we are not working like we were within the industry, but I love flowers. I mean, I don't think that.
We went for years doing like 5 to 7 weddings per weekend. So this is like when all of that was starting to slow down, and we've been out of it for a few years now. But yeah, used to be a lot of flowers.
That's ever going to be something that totally goes away. And when I saw this little bud vase for $1,
I still have that.
So pretty.
That is in the hall bathroom right now.
I just fell in love with this, and I'm always clipping or saving different flowers. I am a bit of a flower snob just from working with them. I'm particular about the flowers that I like.
I'm definitely a flower snob.
Just single, simplistic, very minimalist designs. Surprise, surprise.
Same.
And so when I saw
Still
this,
the
that
same.
I could have like sitting on the counter next to the sink or something. I like putting blooms in places that you stop and you enjoy them. So next to the bed, bathroom counters, next to the kitchen sink.
Always a perfect spot for a fresh bloom or a plant.
Pretty. So that was my dollar.
Love all the stuff. Can we just admire all of the stuff stacked up behind me here? It's funny to see the like evolution of our house. Like now this room that I'm in is what we've transformed into my brother's bedroom because he's living with us. And it does not look like this at all. Anyway, I mean, it's still white, but other than that, it doesn't look like that. I'm definitely a stacker. I think that's part of creating a lot of chaos and projects for myself. That means I have piles going like at all times. Like that's that pile that I still haven't finished. Like all of my procrastination piles of like haven't finished yet. I'm seeing a lot of that here.
And then Brandon found this, and this is exciting. I don't know if you were with us and have watched, but during Feast of Trumpets last year, we made little oil lamps.
I think I know what this is.
In the window, we burnt them every night with the parable of the bridesmaids and having our lamps full of
Fall
oil
feasts
and
are
ready
so
for
fun.
Jesus to return.
They're all fun.
We were doing all that, but anyways, I really wanted to make more like traditional clay pots that they have, that they fold the wick lays in, and we just didn't get to it. And
Story of my life.
It just didn't happen. Anyways, Brandon found this, and I thought this was like
that is down in his office.
Jesus is the light. It is an oil pot.
We've never used it. We love this. It's the pausing it in the weirdest faces. It's super, super cool. We never used it. I think it sat in the house for a while, then went to his office, and we just love it so much. And like, I want to use it, but I also love it so much that we don't want to use it because we don't want it to get, I don't know, used up.
Wyoming.
So cool.
Yeah, they've got them in Wyoming and Pennsylvania. And it's got the wick and everything, the top folded up, so you put the oil
so
in
cool.
here.
I wish I knew how to make stuff with clay, right? And you can make these. That's so cool.
He found this, and we just thought this was so stinking cool. So he got this. This was our big $20 shopping extravaganza between the few little things that we needed. So those were kind of some of our little fun things. And then I always look at the books, especially
thrift store books are the best.
I feel like a lot of times when I can just find older books, the content is just
usually better,
honestly, most of the time. Quality is usually better as well. Found this book, Stories to Remember, and it is a like school.
I am guilty though, because I love that book. We were so excited. We looked through it a few times. We never read any of the stories. I ended up donating it later. So I think that's part of too why we stopped doing thrifting so much, because it is hard to, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we could totally use this. This will be great. And it is fantastic. And then reality sets in and we never use it. And then it just sits on a shelf forever. Super sad and lonely.
Reading program from 1951. It
so
says.
Cool though.
It's got a whole.
I just need like a vintage bookstore maybe.
In it, increasing in Look at how cool. Increasing in skill level as they go through.
That is super
with
cool, though.
illustrations and different things. Anyways,
good find
I
past
thought
me.
this looked really cool. I was pretty excited. So I think we got this for like 50 cents. I'm really excited to read this. We love reading our old books.
Never read it.
I love reading them anyways. The kids humor me. I think they start off humoring me because they know that I love old books.
That's true.
And then eventually as we get going, they're like, okay, that was a really good story. So
that happened. That does happen. The ones we actually
Brandon
read,
made
that
fun
happens.
Of me. Surprise, surprise. But I found an original art of French cooking from Julia
Yes,
Child.
I still have that.
I
I haven't like cooked through it or anything, but I still have it. I was really excited to find that.
was kind of really excited about this, and Brandon I was like, honey, look, Mastering the Art of French Cooking. And he was like, oh yeah, you totally need to get it for all the French cooking you do. Okay, I know I don't do a lot of French cooking. Or
sounds like him.
Really. I've tried a couple
Or
times,
any.
and my family usually doesn't want to eat it. But that doesn't mean that I don't want to learn how to do these different things. And come on, it was like 50 cents for this original, like,
How do you pass that up for
this is
50
so
cents?
cool. So I was really super excited, and I got it. And my pretty shelf that we just redid in the kitchen, my little happy clean space
That's
in there,
where
I'm gonna
it still
put it up on the top
sits.
shelf next to my lavender, and it will be
Since
my
2019.
happy place. So stick it there, Brandon. I'm excited. It's in great
One
condition.
day I'll get
It's
to
got,
these
like, the
types of
original
things.
Little
It's just not that day yet.
flyer that came with it and stuff. So I
That's
thought
cool.
that was really cool. Anyways, I was super excited to find this. It is in great shape. But you can tell it was used too. So the different little marks and stuff, you can tell somebody was cooking and whatnot. So I was excited over
Somebody got
my
more use out of it than I have.
book finds,
One day.
even if Brandon made fun of you, How was our fun?
Yeah, Brandon. What do you know?
I've not heard from
Love you,
lunch
hun.
yet, but hopefully they are on their way or getting ready to be on their way. I'm going to power clean the house real quick. Just whenever I'm doing this, I will start in one spot and work in like a clockwise rotation.
You guys who are doing the spring refresh with me, or you're wanting to do something in our membership group right now for this past month, we've been doing spring cleaning, and you guys are probably so sick of hearing me say this. Start one space and you work your way around. That's the only way I can get stuff done. Otherwise I jump all over the place and I get nothing
Otherwise, I'll find
accomplished.
myself bouncing from
Oh,
project
like I
to
just said,
project
look at
to
me
project.
knowing what I say.
So I'm gonna go in like our kitchen, dining room, living room, clockwise rotation around, just kind of pound through that real quick. Then Brandon and I can get Bible study recorded, so that way that will go up tomorrow. And then hopefully Lex and them will be here soon, and we will start the cooking for our Passover meal. Sometimes I make everything up ahead of time, then sometimes I don't. The more I simplify, the
I'm a
less
shoot
I
from
feel
the
that I
hip,
need
guys.
to make a bunch of stuff up ahead of time.
That's
So
true.
we've got easy stuff that's already kind of ready. We just need to cut up some stuff for our appetizers, and then salad that's super quick and easy to throw together. The lamb is in the crock pot still cooking, smells delicious. I'll make up a big pot of mashed potatoes and then just steam some veggies. Super
Simple.
easy again.
What
I
are you
want the
actually
kids
gonna
to get
eat?
to help
Only
with
make
making
that
the
stuff.
unleavened bread because they love it. It is their favorite. And then
Cannot
when all
wait.
of that stuff is cooking, even probably while we're eating dinner, I will just throw together
Travis,
the dessert and
surprise.
stick that in there because it really does not take much time at all. Passover begins this evening.
Mm-hmm.
So for lunch, we did kind of splurge a little bit and had, we went ahead and got burgers for lunch.
Before
so
unleavened
kind of
bread
giving
starts.
ourselves The last of the unleavened
Be a lot
products
easier now
before
with
we
doing
go
carnivore,
into
but
the Passover festival and abstaining from leavened products for the next week. So the kids did get a little splurge, but usually we try to tuck a little money away so that they can get like a burger on Saturday after the live. So we won't be doing that.
we used
this
to do
week.
lives every week.
As far as going out, we'll still do the live on Instagram now. That's what we're having to do those at noon Eastern on Saturday.
We were having to do Instagram because we didn't have 1,000 subscribers yet on YouTube. So we had to go over to Instagram to live stream and until we built that up. And we used to do that every single Saturday. It was so fun. Get on and chat with you guys and do stuff. We used to have a good, it's like a core group of us that were always there, and it was fun.
So no burger this week. We'll be doing unleavened bread. But we went ahead and did that.
Unleavened
so
bread burgers?
Nice little treat.
Do that.
We were all soaked to the bone because it stormed like crazy on us. My sweater is drenched. I'll probably have to go change.
Still have that sweater. I
I'm gonna
love
go
my
do
Rapture
something real
Awareness
quick
sweater.
And go get ready to Bible study. And then hopefully Lex and them will be here. We'll have some fun. And I'll show you guys making unleavened bread and just the rest of the stuff as we get ready to celebrate Passover this evening. So super excited. All right, excuse how dark it is because it is storming like
Look
crazy. But here's our little
it. So fun to see how
Passover
our house has changed.
readiness. I put up the
Our red
sashes on the inside.
I just had to order a new one
outside.
actually because they went missing, so I had to get a new one.
Our sashes up there, again, just as a
blood over
reminder
the door.
of the sacrifice, the blood of the lamb over the doorpost. And then we went ahead and put some fairy lights in the fireplace just to give us a little something.
Oh my gosh, look at all our eggs. That's what we had on those
the
chickens.
The lamb is, honestly, you guys, it's ready to go. It cooked way quicker.
So funny how much has changed.
It smells delicious, but it's ready to go.
The kitchen's totally redone now.
The adults, and then I've got mason jars for the kiddos. Yay, nice and clean.
Oh wow! Look at my book up there.
I put the Joy of French Cooking up
I have
there.
a lot of cleaning to get done this year because up there is a mess right now.
Hello, kiddos.
Oh wow! It's before we did our pantry.
Thing.
Look how little they are.
What are you reading, Mom? A psalm.
Oh,
Very
Lullaby.
nice. You trying to memorize it?
Oh my gosh.
So we've got everything cleaned up, minus some paint stuff here. I got to get
working on all the house stuff
everything's
then.
cleaned up. I just need to make
Aww.
a couple different things, and we'll be ready to go, ready for Passover.
It's crazy how much stuff changes.
Passover.
Oh, look at the kids! They're all so
Guys,
little.
guess who's here? Ja-na-na!
Aww.
Lisa's here.
So excited.
3 weeks?
Yeah, it's been a while.
We have been friends since we were in the 7th grade, and back in California, and now they've been out here. We're all out here, North Carolina. We did a Mary More Than Martha series for a while. They podcasted with us regularly. Her husband Travis is the associate pastor in our church. Like, that's so fun.
It's been like 3. Oh, the spot in my house I did not clean.
It's still there.
You guys, that's what she calls messy. That is what like drives her bananas. So she'll
Look,
be
you see
like,
the guys
"My house
back
is
there?"
trash. Oh my gosh, and it's all like that. Okay, like she's such a liar.
Lex and them are here. We are starting some of our Passover celebrations, some of our just eating and appetizers and things. Her husband is like, I'm looking behind me. I'm like, oh gosh, the one area that didn't get cleaned. Now she's in there talking smack to the guys. Anyways, her husband Travis brought his tools, and he was like, I know everything is falling apart and everything is breaking in your house. So him and Brayden are in there trying to work on the dishwasher. And
That's right.
Get it to work. That would be so unbelievably exciting.
Nothing like a broken dishwasher.
Okay.
It's the worst.
Really, right now, do not help one another. No, the two of you are like, yeah, I know. Anyways, we are going to
Gotta love friends that are family,
Saturday
right?
morning, we will finally have one back up with kind of an update on everything since we've
Maybe
totally
we'll
fallen
link
behind.
one.
And then they will be back up
Or just search on my channel, Mary More Than Martha. They're still up there. It's just been a while.
next week so we can get some more of those recorded. Also got some podcasts and stuff, so that will be exciting.
I miss
Kids are actually
podcasting.
playing and being good. We're gonna go Mary More Than Martha it, and then enjoy our Passover.
We've gotten so much accomplished in this
Right,
one
guys,
day.
Passover
This is crazy.
fun is in full swing. We've got the matzahs and
so
some
good.
wine, and so we are enjoying our crackers, enjoying some cheeses and wines and appetizers. The sun is getting ready to set here soon, and the lamb is ready to go.
We've like accomplished so much in this one day. I'm so impressed.
See, all the things. I'm honestly kind of stuffed already. Don't know how we're gonna make it through all of the food, but so thankful that we do have these friends that like to come and enjoy this with us.
They should be here again this year, only now they've got 2 additional kids.
So much. So thank you guys so much. We've enjoyed sharing it with you all. So we will continue to share with you guys the unleavened bread. The kids all made it. I was gonna try to get a video clip, but that many kids, it was a lot.
Gets a little crazy.
So
They love to come over and bake
maybe
together
I'll get a
though.
clip of that later this week when it's just my kids and not all of them. I think I'm joking on cracker. Excuse me. We are going to go and enjoy our
Don't mind that.
festivities. I will share with you guys tomorrow. So excited, everything with the wedding for our friends. Tomorrow begins.
Oh,
the Feast
that's
of Unleavened Bread, so of course,
right.
continuing
We
with
hosted
the
our
leaven,
friends.
the
We
leaven of
coordinated
our
their
bread,
wedding and then
unleavened bread.
hosted the reception on our property
continuing with
this
that,
year.
And then
That was a lot of
so
fun.
maybe we'll share with you what we do with first fruits. So thank you so much for being here and hanging
Oh,
out with us.
it's fun thinking back to
It's
the
been so
ones
awesome
we
to share our
did.
journey and to hear so much from you guys about what you're doing. And some of you, this is your first year celebrating Passover, looking at these biblical feasts, and it's just so cool to get to share that.
It
So,
has been so fun to
check me out,
continue
and we will see you
to
guys
share
tomorrow.
about Passover. Oh, look at all the things we used to do. That's so fun. Aww. Okay, that was super fun. Thinking back to just, getting to celebrate and our kids being young and all of the things that we did, that was so cool. And of course, we're gonna be doing it again this year. I've got all kinds of Passover videos that we've kind of planned out that I wanna share with you guys, just sharing more about, what we're doing this year. And we've got company coming, and our friends that were just there, they're coming, but now they've had twins, so the family's even bigger. And it's just such a great time. But you guys, if you wanna learn more about Passover, you wanna learn about why it's important, you wanna learn, how we see Christ fulfill these things and walk through the scriptures and all of that, we have a class that you get lifetime access. If you want to do a one-time payment, lifetime access, it's very affordable. I think it's like $10-ish. Probably should have looked before I started talking about it, but we've got it on there. Well, I think it's because we have I'm trying to remember what they all are. We have a pay what you can pricing model set up, but you get lifetime access. So anybody who's already bought it, you're going to get the new stuff that we're putting in there this year as well. Or if you want to just join the collective and come over and join us, live, you make, starting at $5 or $10 or $20 a month, you can make a donation to the ministry and get access to all of our membership videos. We're going to not only be having that footage there so you can walk through what Passover is, why it's important, how to celebrate it as followers of Christ the Messiah. And it's all going to be there, but we're also going to go through with an amazing series showing you, like literally this amazing pastor talking and showing you the footage of these things, literally from the Old Testament to the New, of Christ, right? The redemption plan, and why this whole time of Passover is so important, and what it fulfilled and what that means, and really just understanding the depth of Jesus, the Messiah, his work on the cross, and what that meant and means to us today. So we're going to be doing that. You guys come and join us. It's going to be a wonderful time. You guys just click that blue join button, and that will give you where you sign up, select your donation level, and then you're going to have a private class member site. You're going to get all of the videos in there, or you can go to our store, which I will link down below, and do the one-time payment, lifetime access, lifetime updates of our Passover studies. So very, very exciting. I'm so glad you guys are here. If you want to learn more about that Passover study, you can watch this video right up here. Subscribe before you head out. Turn on those little bell notifications, because lots of Passover content coming out here over the next little bit. I will see you guys then. Bye, friends.